Hey everyone, Heartless here, bringing you guys another daily StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void cast, another match. This one's going to be fun because it is a barcode versus a barcode. This is Grandmaster versus a Master, and we have a Protoss versus Terran in our hands. So spawning in the top right hand corner, playing as our blue Protoss, it is someone we don't know. It is Barcode 1. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, playing... oh yeah, this is an Orbital Shipyard, everyone. Playing as a red Terran. Once again, we have no idea who he is. It is Barcode 2. Now, this is an interesting early SCV scout. More likely than not, we're going to see a proxy. Yes, there it is. The proxy barracks. Oh, this is wonderful. Whoa, what happened to my camera there? Sorry about that. I love watching Cheese, because it's interesting to see how Cheese ends up going into the middle game, if it ends up going that way, if the person can hold against the Cheese. So we'll see what happens. Thankfully for our Protoss player, he has elected to not expand just yet. That's going to be good. The question is he going to see this proxy? And if not, is he going to be able to hold anything against it? Now, more likely than not, this is going to be Reaper. Proxy Reaper, more likely than not. We'll see here in just a second. Coming out is a Reaper. No surprise there. And the expansion going down for our Protoss player. Okay, depending on what happens here, this could end up helping him win, or it could be absolutely and utterly disastrous, considering that right now he has absolutely 0 units. The SCV scout coming in here to see what he's going up against, and he will be absolutely happy to see when he looks for that expansion. Does he look for the expansion? No, he doesn't. But he also doesn't see any type of units in this base, and so now the Reaper is able to come into this base with absolutely no units to to shut him down, and so this Reaper is going to be able to get some good kills. He's going to have to micro as much as he can, though. He's able to get 1 probe, 2 probes. Is he going to get the third? The third one with the gas. Does he get it? Oh, so close. The mothership core just now pops out, and the Reaper has to move. So 2 kills at the beginning of the match. Sorry, 3 kills. Not bad for his troubles. That is really nice. The second Reaper coming in. Let's see if they're going to be able to get anything more. Possibly, possibly not. Probably not, though, with this Adept coming out. And I think we should be seeing a second Adept here in just a minute, possibly a Stalker. But with that mothership core coming out, the Reapers should not be able to get another one. If they do, okay, they do get a 4th, a 5th. Wow, 5 kills, and he only loses 1 Reaper for his troubles. That was absolutely fantastic harass by our Terran player. And we're going to see how our Protoss decides to respond, and that is with double Stargate. So the first one is just about to finish up, the second one is just now put down, and we also have our 3rd command center going down for our Terran player. That was a wonderful opening. Obviously not the most destructive, not the most game-ending opening, but it did get the job done. Already with both orbital commands down, he's already has his factory, getting his tech lab on with his 3rd barrack, not his 3rd barracks, sorry, his 3rd command center going down. This has been a nice little opening for our Terran player. Now we're going to see how this decides to go into the next portion of the game. We're going to be seeing Phoenixes out from our Protoss player. I think I would like, in this case, I think I'd like to see an Oracle more than anything, because I don't believe there's any... Okay, there is now a missile turret, but an Oracle really could have been very destructive a little bit ago against that. And yes, he did have to end up moving. He did have to end up dealing with that Reaper harass, which was really good for our Terran player here in the beginning. All right. 1 Reaper just chilling here, probably going to be doing a scout off here in just about a minute or so, maybe a little bit sooner. Interesting decision by our Protoss player to go mass Phoenix. I'm curious to see how this is going to end up working. Double Phoenix production at the same time, and right now our Terran player has absolutely no idea what this is going to be. He is getting his starport down now with a second barracks more likely than not, sorry, our second and third barracks, I should say, we're probably going to be seeing some bio drops here in a little bit, which is going to be disastrous if our Protoss player is able to spot them, because those Phoenixes will absolutely rock and completely take out those dropships before they're able to release their cargo of the Marines and possibly a couple Widow Mines maybe. All right, but the Phoenix is coming in here trying to get a scout off. The Marines are going to start doing some damage here, and let's see what they're able to see. Picking off a worker here, picking off a Cyclone. Picking off all the Cyclones is a great... When you are going against Cyclones, you want to be able to get rid of them as soon as you possibly can, because they have so much range. So much range. And I don't know if that mag field accelerator has been researched yet. No, it has not. So no extra damage against them. But these Phoenixes have to be careful. They're going to lift up the Marines here pretty quick, but one Phoenix goes down. We're probably going to see a second one go down here too, because they were getting really low on health, but man, they got a lot of Marine kills. But the thing is, right now, he's just trading out Phoenix for other units. He's not doing any really strong damage to the production. He's not doing any horrible damage to the economy of our Terran player, and that can be destructive, because the last thing you want is to get behind on economy and not be able to produce that and not have that production that you would normally want to have against a Terran player. Now, he is going to be able to get another SCV, but he's not going to be able to do anything extra against that command center. And at this point, I'm wondering what is going to be his transition. We do see a Twilight Council going down as well. Possibly Blink Stalkers, possibly Templar Tech. I would be expecting to see a Templar Archives come down here in just a minute. And that the Cyclone taking out another Phoenix. This is just absolutely not good at all. Okay, it is going to be for that Adept. For the Adepts is going to. That's what we have the Twilight Council for. Jeez. Say that 10 times really quick. 7 gateways going down, though. Mass Adepts is most likely what we're going to see. We'll find out here in just a little bit. These Phoenix have to be careful against those Cyclones. Those Cyclones have just such a fantastically strong range. Oh my goodness, our Terran player doing so good, keeping himself covered on all his bases. No pun intended. A 4th Cyclone pops out, and we are probably going to be seeing a drop here in just a minute, along with that Liberator. That Liberator is going to be really nice when dealing with some of the more jukey maneuvers, I guess you'd say, of these Phoenixes. Taking out his destructible debris, but the Phoenix able to get one SCV for their troubles. But what is our Terran player going to do? At this point, I would probably say, I've had enough. I'm going to go in. I'm going to drop both of your bases at the same time while keeping my Cyclones at home for defense. But he does need to keep those Marines there as well in order to keep these Phoenixes at bay. There is the Templar Archives going down now. The scan goes down, reveals that there are a lot of Adepts, but does not reveal that there are a lot of gateways. What he sees right now... Oh, whoa! Okay. What he sees right now should be just 4 gateways. Yeah, just 4 gateways. Not exactly what you want to see at this point. You would like to see those extra 4 gateways. It would be a little bit more of an indicator of what is about to come. I would be expecting a warp prism here sometime soon as well. Now, at this point, I think this is going to begin to start favoring our Protoss player the longer this goes. Yes, he technically does have a weaker economy, but if our Terran player allows our Protoss player to get... Oh, almost picking off a second Phoenix there, just getting 2 for his trouble. If he allows this Protoss player to keep banking up and allow his army to get up to a more sizable constitution and composition as well, this is going to be horrible. Okay, the scan reveals that was a money scan, seeing both all the Immortals, all the Adepts, and all of the Templar. And so now our Terran player knows what he's going against, and he should be able to react accordingly. We got the Marauder upgrade. We got +1. Sorry, I believe that is +2. No, just +1. My bad. Just +1 upgrades. 4 Liberators in production. A tank, 6 Marines. A Ghost Academy to be able to pick off those Templar. Our Terran player is in a fantastic position now. That was such a money scan, being able to reveal what our Protoss player was going for. And now I believe this is going to start favoring our Terran player. It looks like he has decided to move out so many Liberators at home to deal with those Phoenix, and he is ready to go. Our Terran player says, I've had enough. I am ready. You've given me this time to get ready. I have the high ground. It adds +5 to my agility, right? No, I'm just kidding. I actually saw that one time as a cartoon. Anyway, that's totally besides the point. He's ready to move out. All right. With, I believe that is, yeah, 7 Liberators, 8 Liberators now, a bunch of Cyclones. The Liberators are targeting and getting ready to cover cover their team. One Storm goes down, not the juiciest of storms, but he stims and doesn't move in with that. With only 2 medevacs, each stim is so precious. He has to make sure to keep these Marines alive and not overstim here. The Liberators covering as much ground as they can, and the Marines come in. But at this point, is it going to be enough? The Liberators, a bunch of them take completely knocked out. But this army for our Protoss player is really starting to dwindle. But he has to make sure that these Marines don't die. They're getting half health with these stims. But the Marines are going to stand strong as the army for Barcode, as for our Protoss player, just completely dwindles, and there it is. Barcode has, the Protoss Barcode has left the game, and there you have it. GG by our Terran player. If only our Protoss player had a few more storms in. Those Marines were just getting so low. I think a couple more Psy Storms would have been able to shut them down, and he would have been able to survive. But there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this match. PVT. Gotta love it. All right. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Hope you guys, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and take care. Peace out.